Never felt so betrayed by my family. I've never felt so low the way I feel now. You expect people on the outside to hurt you and disrespect you and betray you, but you never expect it to come from inside your home. This morning, and I'm not going to be before you long because I'm not going to glorify what the devil has done in my family. But this morning, I was getting ready for work. And I said, well, I really don't have time for a bowl of cereal or to actually cook breakfast, so I'm going to make a sandwich. A peanut butter and jelly sandwich is all I wanted for myself. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I didn't want, any fancy Grey Poupon or, anything deluxe or exquisite. I just wanted a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And what I found was so hurtful. So low that I don't even know what to think of my family, because at this point I'm starving and I have to eat something.
Right.
So I go in the kitchen to make a sandwich to give me energy for the day that must begin. And when I grabbed that bag of bread, somebody left two bits of butter on each side of my sandwich, 2 bits of bread. And I said, God, why hast thou forsaken me? What am I doing 2 bits of bread? What am I going to do with 2 bits of bread? Pray for my family. They are awful. They're awful people. They're awful.
Okay, as you guys saw from the audio, you heard what the story was about or the video was about. And this is outrageous. If this is true, and this isn't a joke, if it's true, this is crazy. You think your family is betraying you? Betraying you because of the sandwich and what they left? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you feel that your family betrays you because of that? It doesn't make any sense. If you knew you were hungry, you knew you wanted something that day before you went to work or wherever you were going, why didn't you get something beforehand? Why didn't you get something beforehand? Because there's no way that a parent would betray their own child, especially when it comes to eating something of that nature. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. And to ask God and to say, why would, excuse me, not God, but why would the devil do this to you? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. I know this was probably a joke, and you're probably trying to get some type of 15 minutes of fame off this, but this is stupid. This is stupid. You were hungry. You look kind of big yourself. I don't try to degrade women who were big. This is nothing, because there were some beautiful big women. But what I'm saying is if you were hungry and you know you need something for work the next day, why didn't you get something to take to work the next day instead of complaining and to blame your parents or the people in your household? Why? Why do you feel a need to do that? Why do you feel a need to do that? It just doesn't make any sense. So many people, when things go wrong, they want to blame their parents or they want to blame somebody else. They want to have a scapegoat because they can't take responsibility on themselves. So they want to blame someone else because it's so much easier in life to blame someone else than to take full responsibility for yourself and for your actions. There's been many times in my life when I've had to take the L, when I've had to say that it's no one else's fault but mine. I am the reason why I am going through this situation. It's no one else. If I would have went a different route, I would have had different results. But when things go wrong in your life, and this isn't just with this video, but when things don't go right in your life, sometimes you can blame people because sometimes those people are the reasons for why you were in the situation or why you're in the situation you're in. But in most cases, especially like this, when this woman is hungry and she needs something to eat, and you're above the age of 20 or 21, why don't you just go out and buy something for the next day? Now, in some cases, it is your parents' responsibility to do certain things, but when you get above the age of 21, or even 18. Just kind of be responsible. Do certain things for yourself. Don't always depend on your parents for certain things, because they're not always going to be there to help you, especially when you're talking about food. You could have simply just went to the store, got you a little dollar burger, or not even a dollar burger, but something from the frozen food section, a little bowl, one of those little breakfast bowls, and cook those in the morning and ate it, before you went out. But you want to complain and get the 15 minutes of fame. Well, I don't know why you would do something like that. It just doesn't make any sense. To expose your parents, put it on World Star Hip Hop for the whole world to see. Now you're exposed. When people see you on the street, they're gonna say, "Oh, hey, that's the girl that betrayed her parents and threw dirt on her family because she couldn't get something to eat. Why would she do something like that?" And you probably thought it was a joke because I heard you laughing at the end, so it was probably a joke. Probably wasn't anything serious. But for me, I dissect things, I break things down, I transcribe certain things, and I make a video response to it, and I give my thoughts on it. And that's exactly what I wanted to do for this video. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, because I don't like people. I don't like to see people throw their parents under the bus. So many times I see that. I go to some of my friends' house. They talk back to their mothers and fathers, degrade them and stuff like that. And I pull them over to the side. Sometimes when I'm in their house, I say, look, you can talk to your parents however you want while I'm not there. No matter what the case is. There's a way you talk to your parents. You talk to them in a civilized manner. You don't sit around go and curse at your parents and stuff like that. That don't make no sense, man. I never did any stuff like that. I never did stuff like that when I was little, because I had that respect, or I knew the boundaries that weren't supposed to be crossed. And there's a certain way that you kind of speak to your parents, and it has to be in a certain way, because once your parents are gone from this world, no matter what, you will never get your parents back. I mean, this isn't Full Metal Alchemist. You can't bring your parents back. This isn't Full Metal Alchemist. Okay, so while your parents are here, your family is here, try to treat them with the utmost respect. Now, I know in some cases parents have mistreated their children or their child back in the day, and they've done some outlandish things, and I understand that. That's okay. And if you have to sever your ties from your family, that's fine. That's fine. But for the people who are with their family, they live with their family, like I'm thinking this girl does, kind of show some respect to your family. Just try to do that. So, with that being said, guys, I'll check you guys in another video. It's Strapped to 24. I'm back on my grind here to make some videos for you guys. So I'll see you guys later in another video. Peace. Sayonara. Stay cool.